Hey guys, EST here with another fun haul video. I know you guys seem to like these. I absolutely love them. And this is going to go to a weird place because my last couple videos, I do believe I did a dollar store haul where everything actually cost a dollar. And then I did another one where it was a dollar store where it's basically just a dirty Walgreens. Yeah, the fake dollar stores. But this time, oh no. I hit the thrift shops, primarily a Goodwill bins. Now, if you're not familiar with how the bins work, it's different every place, but generally you pay by the pound. So I got a lot of really light but really nice items, and you are going to absolutely freak when you hear what I paid for them. So first up, I guess I'll go from boring to crazy. I just got a little thing of tea lights. I guess somebody had these around. They're probably like 30 years old, but it's still tea lights, and I mean, this weighs, I don't know, quarter of a pound, so it's probably about a quarter. Next up, we've got a Case Logic case. I'm not sure what it was originally for. It's got this nice little front pocket, but it's in really good condition. Look at this. You can put all kinds of stuff in here. It could be a medical kit, but why I bought it is because at this exact dimensions here, I could put my little, what do you call it, a monocle? No, not a monocle. A monoscope? I don't know. The thing you use at the gun range. It's like a telescope, but it doesn't telescope. I legitimately don't know what that's called, but that's going in there, and it's, I use it at the gun range, but it's in my emergency bag the rest of the time just so I can see what's at a distance. And this would be like $10 retail, so I paid, I'd say about 10 cents for it. Well, this video is just going to make you jealous if you don't live near a Goodwill bins. Next up, I got this Craft bar of soap, lavender scented. I don't know. It's soap and it's fancy. It's real homemadey. I like that it's wrapped in plastic. That's a little bit better than the other stuff I get, which is just in a cardboard box. So it is waterproof. I can obviously take this off, and hey, why not? And this was probably about 30-40 cents. Can we just round everything down to free? I think I dropped like $4 that day. Next up, we got these, which are always floating around. I know this because I bought two of them at the same place about 6 months apart, which means, yeah, they're around, and I say that because it's an AARP giveaway. It's got this little front pocket. I like that, but then you got the insulated middle right here. So it's got that coating right there, and then it pulls closed. You can strap it to stuff. I mean, it's got the carabiner, it's got the ring. This is just nice. I mean, it's, what are you going to do? Take stuff out of your fridge in the middle of a power outage when you got to leave your house? Probably not. This is just a nice daily item, but if you needed to temperature control something, keep it warm or keep it cold, this will buy you some time with or without an ice pack. Otherwise, it's just a small thing. You could have a kid carry it. It's just nice. I mean, a lot of containers. In fact, let's move on to the next container. This one right here. Oh, yeah, this I paid 5 cents for is about an ounce. We've got an Intech, which is not my favorite brand. I could probably pry these corners off. I think they're glued on, but there we go. It doesn't have a lock or anything. I think this might have been for a 3DS, maybe. Not sure, but boy, this'll. I mean, it'll stop some stuff. It's not bad actually for an Intech, but you could put not quite a battery bank in there. That wouldn't fit, but it also isn't waterproof, so this isn't like the best thing ever. But if you just needed to crush proof something sensitive, I don't know, put some medication in there or something. It's got like a little lead right here. Throw this in your backpack and nothing else will crush it, like a canteen or 2 kilos of rice or something. I just thought that was really nice. Now those are usually at Walmart for like under 10, but who knows with the supply chain the way it is. I just thought a nice protective case. Next up, this one's kind of, I just bought it because I thought I could resell it, to be honest, but it's a leather luggage tag. I haven't opened it yet, but I think you could hang this on a tree to leave a message for someone. Otherwise, you could mark a bag as yours in case of a, like an evacuation. You're all going to like a camp or like Hurricane Katrina. You all show up at the Superdome or whatever. This will say, "This is my bag," provably. So you can slip a business card in there. I would use a waterproof carbon pen. Those things are like $3. Just go to an office store, get one. And that's brass. I mean, it's just nice. Plus, it's from Kmart, my God, but it was $2.49. But, I don't see a copyright date, but dang, But, yeah, it's just, this is just nice. Oh, it has a right-on ID card. There you go. How can you attach this to a kid's belt and then not lose your kids? I don't think that's real leather, though, for that price, but it's just kind of nice. Next up, just got a basic inverter. I mean, this was, maybe 50 cents. A lot of times, people were rough with these and they broke the fuse, but you can unscrew this right here and just put a new fuse in. Or if you know that you're not going to short it or overload it, just run it without a fuse. Just put something in there, put a paper clip in there to short it. Wouldn't recommend that for safety, just saying, but I don't know what's going on with these plugs. It almost looks foreign or something, or like the stuff on the inside broke. I gotta look into that. Maybe it's just an odd thing. It's supposed to be, water resistant and those are flaps, but this doesn't look like anything in America I've ever seen. I think it's foreign. I think I made a little mistake there. But the thing is, I was just gonna take this apart and just wire in 12 volts directly and then output, AC plus a USB pass-through directly. So I haven't tested it yet, but I thought, well, for that price, worst case, I'll recycle it instead of them putting it in the dumpster, because it is an electronic item. And one of the last items I got, we're going to get cooler with this. Oh, boy. An MSR fuel bottle. So it's from MSR. They got the fill line right there. It's for like a camping fuel, I guess. But that is indestructible. This has no give to it whatsoever. I'm trying to crush this. We're getting nothing. It's got this crazy screw top. I bet I could step on this and run it over with my car and it wouldn't break off. I mean, you can't really see how sturdy this is in the video, but here we go. So look at that. It is just like, milled aluminum, I assume? This is meant to, not break. It's even got a rubber grommet. So I'm not saying put water in here. This is 10 ounces or something, maybe. I don't know. But if you had something volatile, this is meant to carry it. And I can tell by the smell, it's never carried camping fuel. So this is meant, you got a 1 gallon, you put it in there, take it with you, put it in your backpack, because you're not going to put a soft 1 gallon, thing in your backpack. It's too heavy and it's flammable, and that's insane. It's not tough enough. So this is how you carried it. So this is just like the world's toughest canteen for any kind of fuel. I'm probably going to put rubbing alcohol in here, because that's flammable, plus it can disinfect. I don't know. You could put kerosene. I mean, you want to talk about a fire starter? I don't need it, but I mean, I guess if it's soaking wet rain or snow, this would just be a little shortcut. Have a little thing full of kerosene. Otherwise, emergency, water carrier, I guess. Pre-filter, just know not to drink out of it, but it's just nice to have a tough as nails bottle. I just thought this was like the coolest thing ever. And I happen to know that any kind of camping or survival, kind of hobby stuff like that, this probably cost a pretty penny, but it cost me, I don't know, 25 cents probably. It's about a quarter pound. Next up, oh my gosh, you aren't even ready for this. Yes! Yes! A cat salt and pepper shaker. What does this have to do with survival? Freaking everything. Shut up. Next up, we got what appears to be a brand new but never used fleece blanket. I mean, this is just for insulation. Throw this in my winter kit. I'm a fairly hot person. I don't think I even owned a blanket before I saw this, and I'm like, I know a blanket has been my blind spot. Oh, there goes the salt. Now it's all over my bed. Great. So I just thought, boy, I should really get a blanket, because, I mean, I could throw on a jacket and stuff, but a blanket is still nice for covering walls, covering windows in case of power outage. It's just a portable insulation. Just consider it that way, pretty much. And the last item, I had to save the best for last. It's an entire cast iron skillet. Looks like about a 12-inch, maybe 14. One-piece handle. You guys know how cast iron works. Obviously in need of repair, at least on the top. I believe it's steel wool or a steel brush or a Dremel or whatever. Get the rust off. Baking soda paste, kind of make it into a paste. Coat it, leave it sit overnight, and then coat it in oil and bake it. I think that's how you repair these. Never had to do it. I've just learned how to do it. So, I might make that a video, but I have a feeling I'm going to fail spectacularly at it. But I've always wanted cast iron, because they say these will go about 100 years. There is some kind of fakey cast iron going around out there. You can see them for under 20 bucks for one the size at Walmart, but I heard it's not really cast iron, or it's painted, or it'll chip, or just something about it won't last. It'll crack. It's too thin, and thermal shock I don't remember. But just, there's really bad ones out there, and then there's top of the line $100 piece ones. I know I've tried to resell stuff like this, and I've made a fortune on it. This one I'm keeping, if I can repair it. The brand, by the way, is Cosina Ware, so I'll have to look that up, see if they're good, but I don't remember that as being one of the red flag ones that you shouldn't use. So that is it for, it was about a 2 to 3 day haul. That's not bad. I mean, even the cast iron, they gave me a better price on this, because this thing weighs a ton. If you get a really heavy item, like they had a stepper thing, kind of like an elliptical, but without the top, that thing was 30 pounds. They pretty much gave it to somebody for $3.99. Otherwise, it would have been above retail. So anything heavy, they'll give you a deal on it. So the grand total with everything you see here was, boy, I'd have to weigh it, but I don't think I even have 2 pounds here. So, I mean, the cast iron pan was more than everything, but you can find USB cables, you can find water filter inserts that are sealed, but you would need the Like, if it's for a Brita pitcher, you would need the pitcher, but I feel like you could modify that, especially if they're gravity fed. But a lot of those have like a pressurized pump thing. And in fact, I found a whole bunch of filters for refrigerator units, and then obviously their fridge broke or whatever, and they're just like, oh, we'll just donate the filters. I don't know what to do with it, you know? So I actually see those a lot, but I read the spec on one. It takes like 10 psi or something to feed water through it. I don't know how you're going to do that. I mean, probably with something, hoses and clamps and all that, you could probably get it running. But I bought them for resale, and it turned out they were like $8. I probably should have looked them up. And they cost about $7 to ship. I think I basically broke even, and I just sold them. Yeah, I mean, water filters for like, 1/20th the cost of a Sawyer. Hell, I'll take my chances with that. So I was trying to think back at any other historic items I've picked up that I thought were notoriously good, but I'm mostly looking for resale, but I got my eyes open for any prepper items. The last video I made where I was showing off the tent and the cot, and the other cot, one was from a garage sale, and the other two, I think, were from a Goodwill. And I got a really good deal because they were so big and heavy. So I think I dropped, $10 between those or whatever. So yeah, there's deals to be found. You guys definitely want to go check one out if there's one near you, even if it's within like an hour driving distance. I would say definitely worth your time to check it out and see if you can get some cool stuff like this. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next haul.